Hey, Brina, you've been in industry for 7 years. You
Yes.
got any ghost story to share with me?
Okay, I heard from Mel that you guys want to hear ghost story, right? Okay, so I have one. Personally, is I encounter one. Okay, so there was this flat, HDB flat, very very old one that I was selling. I think few years ago at Chai can say it where okay,
Can lah,
but
can lah,
at
can
Chai Chi lah. I'm not gonna say which block. Okay, so it's a relatively very 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 old estate, and I believe the whole unit itself is a very very old condition. Definitely
right.
first owner,
First generation.
first gen all the way. So it was very dark and a little bit run down. It's an administrator case lah. So for all you out there that do not know what administrator case means, that the owner already passed on already. But doesn't mean that they passed away in the house. So this one, I heard that she passed away in the hospital lah. So I took over the job of listing it. And then okay, so when I'm conducting viewing, I always feel like there's this vibe. I seldom feel this kind of thing. Usually I don't feel anything. So for this unit, strangely I feel a little bit eerie, a bit spooky, because the whole house
Like
is really very
goosebumps.
dark. Goosebumps. The floor terrazzo tiles, very green, very dark, very scary. So there was one day that I'm doing viewing, and mind you, it's in the afternoon. I put my bag at the sofa like this.
Okay.
And I remember, I don't know if you can see I placed the bag like really in the middle, not like at the edge or something like that. So every single time that I move to another room to maybe take some photo or just walk around, right? Then when I come back to the same sofa, my bag will drop on the floor.
Everything topple up.
A topple lah. That means my whole bag is on the floor. Then at first I would be like, oh, maybe it's wind, but my bag is very heavy.
How to wind?
Yeah. My
Plastic bag, man.
yeah, my bag is very heavy, and I remember the width of the sofa is quite wide, so it's not that kind that you can drop. So I was very scared lor the whole time. Every time when I conduct the viewing, I'll be standing outside the gate, and then after that, when the buyers come ready, I'll be like, oh, follow me, I'll show them everything, right? Then I'll make sure that before the last buyer actually leave the house, right, I'll ask them to wait for me. I'll off all the lights and I'll leave together with them. Yeah.
Okay, so you feel more secure that way.
So I feel more secure, but it's not super spooky, but it's something that I came across, and I definitely don't think it's me lah, or anybody that flip the bag away, because I was alone in the whole house.
Right.
So that is my personal encounter.
Would you buy this kind of flat if somebody passed away? It's a relatively nice house. It's an okay condition, selling extremely cheap because the owner passed away inside the unit.
How did they pass away?
My job as an agent is to tell you, say somebody passed away.
I will ask further lah. Then I will okay. Tip for the day: go and ask the neighbor. So what I always tell my clients to do. Sometimes we as agent, we can't go with you, right? But you can go to the neighbors and knock on their door and ask, like, how was the history with this unit and things like that. Maybe is there any, like, I don't know, loan shark issue, haunting issue. You can always ask the neighbor, and I feel that neighbors are usually generally very capable. They are okay to share with you one. So I will ask.
No. My question is, would you buy a flat like that?
I will ask the neighbor how they feel, and if they think that the flat is okay, then maybe I would lah.
But the neighbor is not staying in the unit, what?
Then I see whether I can feel anything lah. But I always don't feel anything. But anyway, fun fact, my own house is an administrator case, but the auntie didn't pass away in the house. She
Then
actually passed in the hospital. Okay, passed in the house, huh? Really got to depend. What about you?
No.
Okay, so for me, it depends.
Outright
It depends how much, and depends how. If it's a murder, then no. But if they just pass away, like heart attack in the house, then why not? I don't care.
Cheap can really.
Cheap lah, but if it's damn cheap, yes. But if it's not really very very cheap, then no lah. I rather just go for a bit more expensive but clean.
I see. With COV lah.
No, definitely not with COV. No. So we will be sharing more spooky stories with you. Probably not our own, other people's stories. So stay tuned. Bye.